It's January 1st, 2019. The first ride on the bike for this year. My hog dealership, a hog chapter, is having a polar ride. So we're going to go meet them there at the dealership in Orange. And it's about I guess a 3-hour ride. Of course, normally I guess the polar ride is just that, cold. But I would say right now it's definitely warmer than it probably normally is in January. We're in the low 60s right now in Virginia. So we enjoy the ride and see what the day brings us. Yeah, I guess you got to watch out for the mud on the road and the water. This is, I guess, the first time that I've ridden in a while. Well, since I've had this bike anyway, as far as the road's been really wet and you have some mud on the road in spots. You know, my gravel road coming up from my house to make it to the hard surface road, of course, it's gravel, but it had several mud areas. Thought I was on a dirt bike there for a couple spots, but everything went through fine. The bike did fine, just went slow and steady. And I think a lot of times that's the key, is just going slow and steady and not pushing it. I think that's what a lot of new riders get in trouble after a little bit of driving. They start feeling like they've got it mastered, and that's when something like a bike like this can reach up and really get you. You know, you hit a little bit of a gravel spot or a mud spot on the road. Yeah, that can be bad. Just like that right there. Came around the edge a little bit, and I guess it had a little bit of gravel right there. I could feel the tire just move a little bit. Of course, didn't like that feeling, but it did. So just got to be cautious around these curves, especially if there's any rocks there. You know, if I'd have been going 60 miles an hour right there, which it really would have been tough to be going that fast around that curve, but it could have been a problem. You know, I got that shed. You know, I mentioned since that shed's on my mind that I got. I thought it was going to be better, and maybe it is in a regard. But I got up this morning to ride the bike, and the bike had complete condensation on the whole bike, and to me that's worse. Now I didn't have the other cover on top of it. That was a little wild around that curve, wasn't it? I didn't have the other Harley cover over top of it. That may keep the condensation off the bike, do better. I'm going to try that. I've got some rubber mats that I'm going to put down. I might even put a plastic barrier on the ground, like you do underneath your house, to keep the moisture from the ground up. To kind of keep it at bay. And then I got some 3/4 inch really thick and heavy mats that'll cover 3/4 of the floor, which is what I'll park the bike on. So I'm going to try that and see how that works, and we'll keep making adjustments to see how we can keep the bike, keep the weather and the condensation, which is what's going to rust and damage your parts on the bike. So that's kind of the story with that. Not satisfied with it yet, the way it is. But we're going to keep making adjustments and see where we go on that. Here we got some hunters out this morning. My son is out hunting this morning with my son-in-law. He's got a couple beagles and put them in the woods, ran a deer over to him, and son-in-law got one this morning. You know, a lot of people, you know, well, that's a whole separate topic, but as far as dog hunting or not, you got a lot of different opinions on that. So I probably won't get a lot into that. That's a whole separate subject. But nonetheless, the boys out there hunting. I got out of my hunt club this year, so I've been doing other things as far as hunting. I've hunted a couple times. You know, that one 3-night adventure I went on, which I really do enjoy those. And get to negotiate this curve here. Yeah, I really do enjoy when you go out and you stay 2 or 3 nights out with the fellas. You know, that's really enjoyable to me. And I do think I'll probably get back into a hunt club. If I don't, I'd really like to find one that is probably more still hunting oriented, just because I don't have dogs now. I used to, but I don't anymore, and I kind of enjoy getting, you know, maybe if there's 4 or 5 tree stands set on a plot of land, and kind of go when I want to, and I can leave when I want to. You don't have to worry about messing somebody else up. That's really what I'm into as I've gotten older. Just options. You know, I like options. You know, whether it's hunting, whether it's riding a motorcycle. I don't like to be stuck in one way of doing something. So that's kind of it on that. It is beautiful. See that right there? You got to watch out for mud getting put up on the road, going around a curve, going too fast. That could be bad. Yep. I think this might be old Beaver Dam Hunt Club here. Actually, it's not. That's with Herman there. That's actually Three Rivers Hunt Club. Must be hunting this piece over here. They hunt pretty hard. You know, that group right there. They kill a lot of deer in a year's time. But you know, I'm just, as I've gotten older, you know, I like to have meat on the table. I like to have some meat in the freezer. I do enjoy eating deer, especially tenderloin, cut real thin and cooked medium on a grill, and then have it marinated in either Thousand Island. Yeah, probably Thousand Island is probably what I use more than anything. I just think that's extremely good, and it's good lean meat. So I do like to get one deer a year for have some meat in the freezer. But then after that, you know, I'm just you know, if it's not a really good sized buck, I just let them walk. Because you know, I'm kind of, I guess, with age, kind of, you know, I'm just not into the killing a quantity of deer. Just not what I like anymore. Not what I do. I think a lot of people feel the same way when they deer hunt. They want to at least get one for the freezer, and then really maybe a word for it is trophy hunt, or mature buck harvest might be a better word to use, because to keep a deer herd going strong, genetics plays a part in it. You have to kind of keep your deer. He's metal detected. I did that for a little while, and I sold it. I just ran out of place to go, but that can be a lot of fun, because I'm a huge Civil War buff, and I've been to Gettysburg once, but I didn't stay long enough. I was just on a pass through from Pennsylvania. All my sons wrestled. We were going up to Happy Valley, up to Ken Shark.